Well, that was fun. Good job, team.
Should have learned to bloody swim. Can't believe I almost drowned at the last hurdle.
Ah, you got
time to
time to
learn,
learn now.
Jenny.
My powers, they're draining. Just
Yeah,
like
it sucks for most
Nazora
of the
said
Sword
they
Coast, honestly. Yeah, no kidding.
would. A small price to pay in the grand scheme of things.
And I'm still standing in the sun. This is incredible. Maybe whatever had changed in me was permanent.
Hold that thought,
Tadpoles
bro.
must have died with the brain. The threat of ceramorphosis is no more. Of course, no slight intended towards your form.
These are all things I have
Even when
never
my time in
seen.
the prism stretched out like
Some of this
eternity,
I've seen, but I feel
an
like they've
escape
definitely added some
seemed
endgame
impossible.
stuff in the few patches since.
I never lost
Yeah.
hope.
Like,
I knew
Astarion,
that my
yes.
destiny
Yeah.
was to
That
liberate
comment
my people,
happened.
Yeah.
To return to them triumphant. I was wrong. It seems I can only fulfill one part of my destiny.
Did Lae'zel
My
leave?
people will be liberated.
I don't know. Game doesn't
I
seem to
cannot
recognize
return
she's
to them.
here.
Not like this.
I think she leaves if
You helped me
you
destroy
don't have her
that
there to
abomination.
convince her
Now
with
help me
the
destroy
Orpheus thing.
myself.
Oh, yeah, because she's not in the
You
party.
must Kill me.
Yeah. If she was in the party, you can convince her that this is okay.
Yeah.
But first, Lae'zel,
Oh, here she
Oh!
is.
I
She
need
is,
your
okay.
promise. Carry my hope. Carry my burden. Call my dragons, Kulos and Kuthos, and ride to the Astral Sea. Destroy Vlaakith. Release our people. Be our future and our legacy.
Yeah, this is your choice to make, Lae'zel, not mine. I trust it to you.
Duty. All my life, I've traveled in its slipstream, not once questioning its path. In its service, I came here. And now, I will carry your hope, Prince Orpheus, and I will carry your burden. But to that burden, I must add my own. The loss of those I leave behind.
Aw.
Hey, you look normal again!
Yeah, I got my face back. Awesome.
So be it. Now,
Kevin
give
is
me my
bland
freedom
again.
From this form.
As the way as God intended. You're still you, aren't you?
Yes. But for how long? My mind screams. It will never stop until it has slipped away from me entirely. I will not be Gake. I did what I did to save my people. The rest is up to them. Someone else must rise within the ranks to lead the revolution against Vlaakith. Give me my freedom from this form. Release my soul to the astral seas, while I still have one to call my own.
Alright. Sorry, bro. Thanks for the help. Did good.
Yitka Tavkim crashed.
Kulos! I can never forget you. Your name will be etched in our slates. You will be called Mlagir, Liberator.
He was too impactful of a character not to get stabbed off screen. Yeah, it was going to happen at some point. I mean, they're the Gith. That's kind of what they do. Fly safe, kiddo.
To the skies!
Yeah, you put on your seatbelt, young woman. Seriously, anybody taught you how to dragon ride? Actually, that's a very good question. Does she know how? I feel like that's pertinent. She'll learn.
Like riding a bike, you never quite forget.
Exactly.
Look, the Githyanki take flight.
With the Githyanki gone, there's nothing left but the silence of the city. Smoldering, waiting to be rebuilt. But it seems that Gale's mind is elsewhere.
Really makes you
Gale,
think, huh, buddy?
please. This is not the time to be morosely lost in thought.
The crown. It's somewhere in the Giontha. If I salvage the stones, I can reforge it.
Oh, not this again.
And once I have, I'll return it to Mistra. She'll cure me of my affliction. And I'll finally be free.
Yep.
And a more deserving one this time around. If this adventure has taught me anything, is that there are things in this world far more valuable than power. Besides, grown quite fond of this merry band of ours, but I'd quite like to see what happens to it. I'm sure Mistra will summon me soon enough, but until then...
It would be hilarious if he popped out right there.
Drink in our hands and reckless abandon in our hearts.
I am seldom one to
Mage
invite,
Jesus is
but
really growing on me. I'm
even
glad
I
he's
shall
sticking
make an
around.
exception on a day like today. I think we have earned it. No?
To our future adventures, explodes. Celebration sounds perfect.
I honestly don't mind.
Mistra
what you
didn't
do on
explode him
Sunday,
because he was outdone.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh God.
Reality's setting in, dude.
Well, it was nice when it lasted. Ah! I'm sorry. I have to go.
Duck and cover, dude.
A cruel blow. Astarion loved feeling the caress of the
This
sun.
is new.
Only now it gouges him
That
with its
was
claws.
in my first playthrough. I did see that
Was
part.
it?
Perhaps we shall
Yeah.
meet again.
I didn't see the
No,
initial.
this part,
the
the
shield of
Halton
darkness.
part.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They used to just be like, "Well,
If only
sucks
you'd
to be
defied
him,"
your
and
father
Yeah.
there were
and
so
the
many
chance
complaints about
and
that.
freed
So
yourself
Yeah,
of
they
your
tweaked it a little.
dark desires. But it's too
Oh, God.
late now.
I think they did. Yeah,
Your
Orange.
destiny is set. Your very blood shall clot with the urge, and that hungry desire will consume you.
Plenty more
You
murder
may
out there
have
in the sea,
freed the
friendo.
world from the control of the nether brain, but you are not yet free. Your father is angry. What foul punishment awaits you now that you have rejected him?
But I did reject him.
Yeah, I feel like you're not thinking big enough here. What you need to
you
do.
rejected him by not taking over the brain because he wanted you to take over the brain.
Oh right, there was that whole thing.
And just
Yes!
like that, it's over. Whatever's left of you is subsumed by the overwhelming.
Yeah, you gotta think higher.
strength
Now
of
you just
your
have to kill
desires.
Ball. Become the new Lord of Murder. It's
Yeah,
happened
kill the
before.
concept of murder.
Yeah. It has literally happened several times
Oh.
in Baldur's Gate history.
Oh.
Oh, this is new.
Blood, 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 blood.
Yeah, exactly.
Say Verona's name 3 times and she'll look here. Thank you, fuckers.
We did
Yeah,
it,
good point,
soldier.
Orange.
The city's going
It
to
was
be
added
all
back
right.
by Ball. Ball would just basically said, "Hey, that's a
So
nice stone.
you-
Put that back in the dagger."
Yeah, I guess, you're done with that, right?
Convince her.
Engine's finally cooked. Held on just long enough. So, how'd I do?
Spectacular.
So are you. My friend. My companion. I I adore you. Careful! Hot!
I mean, you could jump in the water.
This is infernal fire, dude.
Well, still.
Best. I did my best.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, Orange.
It's the one thing I can't beat, isn't it? I wanted to live in my city with my friends. But life is for the living. And I saw...
Poor mommy.
Yep. This is hard to take.
Goodbye, son. Goodbye, sea. Goodbye.
No, stop. I won't.
Hey, here we go.
Karlach, you're coming with me. Back to Avernus. We can't let her die. Not like this. Not now.
Man's got a point.
You can't.
Go, Karlach. We'll be with you. You won't be alone anymore.
So, what do you say? Die here now, or live on with the blade of Avernus at your side. Zariel won't touch you. I swear it, Karlach.
Fine.
Hey!
I'll go. Well, with you. But we have to go now. I can't hang on much longer.
What?
Well, alright then. That's something I didn't experience the first time around.
Oh?
Yeah, the first time around I turned
over.
Karlach into
And it's
Illithid.
all because
Oh,
of
okay. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah.
you who were destined to become a thrall.
That does actually cure the problem, in a sense. It
Thanks
just kind of
to
creates a
you, there will
different
be
one
no
afterward.
Illithid empire, no death god's tyranny. You have earned your place amongst the legends of the Sword Coast.
Just don't ask about the real Baldur,
You are
man.
the
You don't want to know.
saviors of Baldur's Gate.
It's a long fucking story.
Also, best probably forget the druid that was with them.
Hey, you know, you still helped.
Oh, so you didn't see this part.
I did not, no.
Oh, it's awesome.
Well, soldier. Here we are. It worked. My engines calmed down.
Yep. I think
Oh,
it's bugging out.
it's bugging out. It's because Wyll has considered you as a playable character right now, and there's probably supposed to be options, but
Yeah.
it's bugging.
Yeah, I
Shouldn't have
pushed the
let you
button
come
and
here.
then the thing happened.
This
Yeah.
isn't going to be easy, you know. Zariel's going to come at us with everything she's got. Gods. Like clockwork. They'll be on us soon. But there's just enough time. Thought I was done with these.
You had cigarettes the whole time? Or cigars?
2 of them, too.
Yeah. Oh, she's smoking both of them at the same time. Awesome.
But then, there was you. Imps are fast, but careless. Don't let them tire you out. Just get rid of them. And don't forget, you asked for this. Better let these fuckers know I'm back. And this time, I'm not alone.
Go get him, kids. Okay, that's a very funny slow run animation there on Wyll.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I guess I'll come along very slowly. It's like he's trying to moonwalk and he's just not getting it.
Oh, I wonder if Halson talked more because we didn't have Jaheira and Minsk.
Possibly. I do know they have something to say. I know Minsk had something to say, like wishing Astarion farewell. That was about it.
Yes. That's what I usually
Yeah.
got.
It was a very tonally jarring scene. He's like running for his life, and Minsk is just chipper. Good luck, buddy!
Defeated the Netherbrain. And since then, you have seen more of life than you ever thought possible. You are greeted as a savior, a champion, a hero. But sometimes you feel like something else entirely. An adventurer, a traveler.
Is there a cutscene here?
A nice
There is.
Oh, okay, I can see now.
It took a while for it to
The
kick in.
grand design. Anything seems
It's the
possible.
epilogue where you get to go and talk to everybody.
Yep.
Before you can write the next chapter of
I don't
your
want to talk to
story,
no one. I got murder to
you
do.
must end this one.
He's like, I'm busy.
I'm busy. I'm probably out there
You got-
becoming a serial killer.
You got a whole schedule to keep. Hey, how's everyone doing? Oh, they're letting Lae'zel Skype in. Awesome.
Thou wert called here, some from above, some below. For with thine bond, together thou hast kept the wheel of fate spinning when it threatened to halt. Though thou wert drawn far apart in the months after the collapse of the Absolute, tonight, fate renews thy bond once more. Thou shouldst take care to preserve it. It is a great weapon, wielded in the hand of good. Go. Know one another once more.
License to party for the man himself.
One among you could not truly attend.
Oh.
But the pull of Wither's magic called you
Ah,
still.
okay.
Listen and enjoy. Though you'll be little more than a breeze ruffling your companion's hair.
I'm assuming that's the Dark Urge.
Possibly.
That's probably it. Yep.
Ah, there you are.
That's me.
Yep.
I'm a
Spectral
bulb.
Observer.
Though you are too dangerous to mingle in person.
Oh, man.
Told you, I have a schedule. I got a murder.
I mean, we sent an invitation. Ah, well.
So you're too dangerous to mingle in person.
Yep, that's alright. We get to talk to everybody.
Whee! I'm gonna fly like a bulb.
You... You feel a little more substantial than before. Less camping and scrounging off the land, I take it.
She's calling you fat. That's an insult. Smack her.
I didn't know you were listening to my conversation. You get to have the exact same conversation if you want.
Nice. Hey, Kirby. Just in time for us to wrap up.
I suppose I do, don't I? I'm glad
Well,
you
in a few minutes. We've got some talking to do.
Truly.
Drink? Alright.
I had no doubt. But I'm glad to hear you say it all the same.
I was hoping you'd make your way over.
Nice little spot, isn't it?
Wandering, mostly.
Hey, we did get the grown-up
adventuring
Owlbear
life
cub.
is
I just saw it
almost a
rolling around
tonic
behind
when
us.
You're not constantly
Yeah,
followed
he just
by
couldn't
brain
join us
monsters and
Yeah,
for the...
for the final battle.
I can
Yeah.
finally
Fair
see
enough.
the world beyond the cloister. One of my first stops was the House of the Moon in Waterdeep. It's the largest temple of Selûne in existence. It seemed like the perfect spot to reflect on my parents, on where they came from.
Oh,
And
right.
where I came from,
we
too,
killed them in this
I
playthrough.
suppose.
Yeah, they didn't make
Hard
it.
to imagine, isn't it?
I haven't seen this
Me,
then.
of all people, in the lair of
This
the
is a
Moon
different
Witch
ending
herself.
for her.
Yeah. On my first playthrough, I actually got both endings. It went through one, then the other.
Char and drivel I
Her
was
dialogue
spouting
was.
for
It was
so
bugged
long.
out.
Oh, I know they are. I can still sense them, I think. And one day we'll be reunited. Well, I've had run-ins with my former fellow Sharans on a couple of occasions. Word seems to have spread of what happened at the cloister. Now other chapters of Shar worshippers see me as a prime target to offer up to their lady as a sacrifice. Don't worry. I know their tired old tricks better than anyone. They'll need more than a hooded cloak and poison blade to best me. Especially when I have a friend on the inside keeping me abreast of their predictable little plans. None other. The matter of her faith and allegiances remains complicated, let's say. But she is still my oldest friend. I have hopes that perhaps she might turn from Shar entirely given time. But that's a decision she will have to make for herself. If that day comes, I'll be ready. I don't know. Which is just the way I like it just now. Perhaps I'll just stick a pin in a map and see what I find, or head to the docks in the morning and scrounge a berth to find somewhere new. I'd like to see the islands, maybe, or head south to Arm. I heard there's an enclave of werecats that hunt the followers of dark gods by moonlight. I'd love to see if there's any truth to that. But enough about me. What have you been up to?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Don't be a stranger.
Oh, I love that Kren's just not allowed to be here.
Oh, God.
I am too murder, death, kill. Oh, well.
Oh, hey there, big fella.
Where is Anne speaking when you need it?
Who's a cute big little guy there? Eh, King Steve? Yeah, that's a good bird orb. So what have you been up to?
He snaps the air and wiggles. He's either miming fighting a many-limbed creature or dancing. It's unclear. He is, however,
That is hilarious.
I don't know what people are talking about.
Oh, man.
Just a little bit of murder.
You know what? I think it's about time someone looked after you. How about Shadowheart? Oh, I think you like that.
The joy in the owlbear's eyes is clear. He longs for a home and would love to stay with Shadowheart.
I do remember this. I'll ask her about this.
Light on my feet.
Shadowheart, I got a proposition for you. See this big, fluffy owlbear nearby? Alright, yeah, we went through here. Shadowheart, isn't it?
Honestly?
Alright, yeah, we... Aww. Glad you made it through this. It's been a hell of a journey.
You feel a little more
Okay, yeah, we've been through this.
substantial.
I wonder if there's going to be a special
Less
final scene at the
camping
end
and
with
scrounging.
the
I think
Alright.
so. They did
I'm
introduce
glad
some.
you seem well.
Alright.
Trudy.
Here we go. I have a confession to make.
Well,
I may have volunteered you for something.
Is that so? And what liberties did you decide to take exactly?
Let's see. I was hoping you might like a new companion. Rather large, feathered, well-mannered, mostly.
The owlbear. Of course I'll have him. If he wants to come with me, that is. I'd have offered sooner, but everything was a blur after the battle. I thought he'd gone to roam free.
There's nobody I trust with
Are
King
you
Steve
sure he'd
more.
want to join?
I can
Not
sit on the
exactly
chair as a ball.
settled anywhere right now.
Nice.
You can what?
Could be dangerous at
I can
times.
sit on a chair as a ball.
Ah,
Aww.
All right then.
that is great.
It's settled.
The owlbear is
Things we'll
precious.
get up to.
Yeah, I love the owlbear. It's great. Alright.
Don't be a stranger.
You two have fun out there.
I got to keep my speak to animals.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Yes. Miss this. More.
Yes, big. But Scratch is smart. Teaches me many things, like Big Brother.
Aww.
Withers? No. You smell very delicious. Follow smell, find you. Lots. Make friends with a turtle, a cat, a kraken. Kraken eats my cat friend, so I run away.
You gotta get back in there and kick that
Sad,
Kraken's ass.
tired now. Want sleep. Want cave. Yes. Nice here. Sleep. Pets. Friends.
It's so weird.
Oh, man. Lae'zel, what have you been up to? Long as the connection's here.
For 2 months I trained the Knights of the Comet. For 2 more I skewered Kithraki bellies. And for 2 more yet, I traveled through limbo.
So, are those our months, or what time scale are we looking at here?
In this place, nothing but allies, I always told myself. A necessary partnership. But in spite of every strained word, every barbed glance, seeing you brings me even more pleasure than taking a Royal Inquisitor's head.
Ah, flatterer. But it's good to see you. Everything going well, I trust, with your little revolution?
We've spilled blood, gained a foothold in the astral, but still we need allies. And one beyond reckoning has made itself known. Zerith Minyaragith.
Let's see. Yeah, nod your head as if the word means anything at all to you. That's my response.
I know the word means little to you.
Okay, you got me there.
Shraktalor is the capital of the Githzerai, an exiled people. Once kin with mine until the madness of civil war ripped out one sky into 2. Algish sent word of the rebellion to their god king Zerith Minyaragith through the cosmos. He's agreed to parley.
Alright, that sounds like a good
It's
thing.
to me to secure an alliance.
Hold on. The Great Warrior Lae'zel on a diplomatic mission.
Exactly the reaction I expected. My blade is keen as ever.
Ripped your 2 skies into
Who
3,
showed me
pretty
that
much.
a proper victory doesn't always require a razor-sharp edge.
She's all purple because it's just a
It's a projection.
of her because she's still up in space fighting the good fight.
Yep. An ascetic. He reached out in good
Scratch has the astral prism as a ball now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's great.
If he refuses, I carry on. Gravity pulls me in but one direction. I am the comet. I will not rest until I burn Vlaakith's bones to ash and smash her phylactery to pieces.
Well, it's nice to see you keeping yourself busy.
Will be free. But you've heard that refrain before. Zealous, bossy, insistent. All part and parcel of my undeniable charm.
It has a certain appeal. Well, good luck out there.
And to you, always. Now go. Mingle a bit. That's the word, right? Mingle.
See? You're picking up on
I don't think you've seen the last of me. I'll be back. Sure as the comet will
Oh my god, where is
sure
Daddy
as Kalir
Halsin?
will forever circle.
He's over by the fire.
Is he?
No, he's sitting right at the table.
Oh, he moved
there
since
he is.
I last
Okay.
saw him. He's here.
Literally glowing beside him right now.
Oh, that was quite lovely.
Glowing
I have to say.
beside.
I fear my students find me
I'm
somewhat
trying
intimidating.
to murder
due to
all,
my,
all of you, but I can't do anything.
explosive.
It's alright.
They
I
surrendered
appreciate
crown
the
of
effort.
Tarsus to
I
her,
I
as
acknowledge
told
your
you I would.
intentions.
And in return, she cured me of the orb at last. Even now, I spend
There,
most of
I'm
my
gonna
time
sit on
trying
a
to
log.
convince them how much fun the study of magic can be. But it'd be easier to crack a smile.
It feels
on
like
an
I've been
intellect
put in
devourer
a
than some
corner
of
on
mine.
a timeout or something.
You
Can't
did.
interact. No one-
You did a lot of bad things.
Hey, they deserved it.
I did. But meeting you... I've actually been considering writing down the story of our adventures. I can hardly leave it to the likes of Volo to give a true...
That odious man truly frizzles my whiskers.
Yeah. He's not the guy you want doing your
Miniature
biography.
dragon, he calls me. Tressym is much less of a mouthful.
And what of you? What are you making of this newfound lease of life we earned?
Yes! The barbarian option.
From you, I'd expect nothing less. I've told my students plenty of tales about our escapades. You're something of a hero to them, you know? I'd be delighted to introduce you to my current cohort as a guest lecturer, perhaps. I'm sure they'll have plenty of questions for you.
Oh, Koresh, you have found your new calling. Teaching wizardlings to crack skulls.
Welcome. My name, Korash. Welcome to Exploding 101.
Yeah. Teach you how we kill dragon in one turn.
Confidence. Neither can they. Of course, you'll be most welcome to stay with me in my tower.
I love Terra so much.
She's great.
That would be our tower.
Yeah, cats, I get it.
It will give us plenty of time to catch up on your adventures. I'm very curious to know what you've been up to these past months. But I suspect the telling of that tale would keep you tied to me all evening. So, in the spirit of selflessness, I encourage you to mix and mingle for now, with time enough to come.
All right.
I learned much under these very skies.
Let's see. Astarion, what have you been up to?
Well, look who decided to turn up. I wasn't sure our withered old friend could live up to his promise. But here we are.
He's a surprisingly good organizer,
and you're
that
looking
Withers.
more delicious than ever, if you don't mind me saying.
I'll assume that's a compliment and not
it clearly worked wonders.
About to bite me. You know me, it's been a wild few months.
Of course. I'd be disappointed with anything less. You always brought a wonderful sense of fun to the world.
I try.
And where better to celebrate our good fortune? An old haunt with old friends.
You seem happy. You been drinking?
Cheeky. I've been very well behaved. Thank you.
No, I didn't
I've
say
taken a
you
turn
couldn't
as an
feed,
adventurer
just not
and
on people you
hero.
know.
It turns out no one actually cares about murder, as long as you murder the right people. And apparently I'm rather good at it.
See, that's the spirit. I could have told you that.
Yes, but you say all sorts of things. Honestly, I don't even listen half the time.
You know what? Fair.
It has made for a nice change, though. Inspiring hope in people, instead of terror. Well, I do try to inspire a little terror. I'm still me, after all.
Does make the killing more effective. What next for you? Gonna keep living the good life?
Hardly. Good people don't spend as much time lurking in the dark as I do.
There are also a whole
funny.
bunch of like letters.
At first,
over.
I thought I was
here
trapped by
too.
the shadows.
Yeah.
Cursed to live in them forever. But in time, I
Kevin
realized
looked
that
absolutely
darkness
devastated for a
is as
moment
much
there.
a part of me
That's just his
as
default
my
expression, really.
friends. This is only a curse as long as I refuse to embrace the
He
shadows.
lost his illithid face veins,
So,
and now he just looks like a dude
I
again.
decided I would. I decided not to be defined by the choices other people made, by what other people did to me. My past may be done.
Rolled a nat one. What the fuck?
Oh god, what were you doing?
My future.
Breathing in nature.
They're mine.
You rolled a nat 1 to breathe.
Awesome. In all my glory, for better.
Only Chris one.
And for worse.
That is the perfect way
I
to
had a
finish
plus 4 bonus too.
That being said, I haven't completely given up on returning to the sun. If the opportunity presented itself, well, I wouldn't say no. But until then, I am happy. We've had quite the journey, you and I. From the moment I first threatened you, I knew you were someone special. Someone to take on the world with.
I just can't
I
hate
will
this
miss our
man.
time together. But then again,
I could never.
Yeah,
this
no.
isn't goodbye.
He's fun.
So much as it's
I have a couple of friends who
See you
cannot
later,
stand him, and it makes me sad.
Who?
Astarion.
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me.
Alright, so talk to Halsin. Oh, here. Oh, talking to Karlach. Excellent.
I've missed you, man. Man, we had... Oh, but hey, guess what we found? Cambion dropped a map with directions and blueprints for Zariel's own private forge.
I love that Gale has barbarian options of any of the tags.
That was awesome.
You haven't seen the last of old
You two are a
Karlach
great
yet,
duo.
soldier.
Barbarian has so much
Trying
fun
not to count
fluff
my
in this game.
owlbears before they've hatched. But the thought of coming back to Baldur's Gate keeps me going. Can I look you up when I'm out? Hey, that would be kind of fun, though. High stakes hide and seek. Honestly, I'd be curious to see if you could land a blow or two. Gods, is it good to see you again. To be here together. Hard not to get used to it all over again. This won't be the last time. I promise.
Good to have you here. Yeah, let's see what we got here with these letters.
I was gonna say there's a bunch of newspapers and letters. That's cool.
Yeah. Alright, so here's one. Okay, to the hero of the realms, we followed your adventure closely from the day you fell from that doomed nautiloid to the final blow. We are but a humble guild who prides ourselves in telling stories. Okay, the Guild of Great Genius. Yeah, I have no idea who these people are. Letter from Ravengard. Alright, city is forever in your debt. Not the temples and inns and homes I speak of, but hearts. Baldur's Gate can never be the city it was before it suffered the Absolute's touch. Bloody, 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 blah. Our gates are open to the disowned and displaced. Flaming Fist will learn to be true servants of the people. And I devote myself to ridding the gate of the shameful fears that allowed evil, etc., etc. Gotcha. Let's see. Arabella. Right. Oh, that was the kid. Hey, you. It's Arabella. You remember me, right? Bone Man once said I needed to find balance. Okay, I assume you mean Withers and not Merkel there. Where creation meets ruin, where morning meets midnight, the root of all being. Fancy talk. He was right, though. After I touched that idol in the grove, it was like a big tree started to grow in my head, and all these weird thoughts and feelings and powers sprouted on its branches like big black leaves. I had to figure myself out, so I followed the weave, like Bone Man said. I don't know how I knew what to do, just did. After you squashed the brain, Beard Man showed up, okay? Said the weave led him to me, and me to him. He's teaching me how to make sense of all these leaves in my head tree. Says I need to use magic responsibly. He also says not to call him Beard Man. I'm gonna assume that's Elminster. I'll let you know how it goes. Let's see. Araj, Sebastian, Floric, Mayrina, Hope, Buckturn, Voss, the Gur, Elminster. Oh, of course Elminster sent us something. Girl, my boy, can only apologize for my absence from Wither's little gathering. As you know, only the most urgent of business would keep me from indulging myself in his excellent taste in sweetmeats, and your esteemed company, of course. I was delighted to hear that you came to your senses with regards to that cursed crown. Delighted yet further when I learned that the orb's malingering presence no longer poses any threat. In that sense, at least, I hope you feel Mystra treated you fairly. You've been dabbling in a sport of educating. Noble profession indeed, and no doubt after your adventures, I'm kind of losing the voice here, you've plenty of wisdom to share. But I might offer a modicum of my own. Keep your head sharp, your head kind, and your larder stocked. After all, one never knows when an old friend might drop by. Anybody else? Zevlor. This last one. Okay, hope my penmanship is improved. Don't know what oath we cling to now or how long it lasts. More than thanks I owe. Well, I hope you remembered how to fight, Zevlor. You froze up a little bit there, and it was a bit concerning. But, you know, you came through in the end, and that's what counts. Did anybody talk to Wyll? I'll do that real quick.
There you are, my friend.
I did, but you should anyway.
Breathe deep. Can you smell it?
Chances the zipper on his woman's skin suit got stuck again? Oh, almost certainly. Okay, here, my turn for a nature check. Let's do it. I failed! An 8.
Not just me, but at least you didn't get a nat 1, right?
You guys can't seem to breathe.
Yeah. Nobody knows how to breathe here. Oh, God. I noticed the scent of sulfur. It's awful. Is that you?
Oh, the good gods. How bad do I reek?
Sorry, that's me.
Oh, shit. Dry devil's blood. Stinks like a skunk squatting in an aboleth's corpse. No wonder. Karlach and I have felled enough Cambions to build a fortress with their horns. Who'd have thought that just one of those fiends held the key to escaping Avernus for good? One of them sported a map and some blueprints. If you want all the gory details, Karlach can fill you in.
Yeah, I heard about the forge. Good stuff. How you been holding up, bro?
I think the splinters I made out of the last bone devil I saw speak for themselves. Not to pat myself too hard on the back, but I'm not such a bad ranger if I do say so myself.
I picked up a little bit here and there. It's not that hard. Anyway, any time to visit the old man?
I've seen him more than a few times, and he's as proud of me as I am of him. He's leading the city's renewal, opened the gates to all newcomers, rebuilt the council from scratch. And he's back in his element, commanding the Flaming Fist with brave heart and no shortage of empathy. The likes of Gortash can bend people's minds with a few chosen words. No tadpole needed.
Well, the tadpole
Bane's
helped.
chosen primed the Fist for a war they weren't meant to win. He convinced them there was an assassin hiding in every shadow, that cruelty was the correct answer to crisis. With a few exceptions, fathers pardoned every last Fist. If my forgiveness not be Tyr's will, so be it. I shall forgive them all the same. His words, not mine. He still believes in the bow and the blade, but with Floric's help, he's teaching the Fist a new lesson. Valor is found not in the wounds you inflict, but in the lives that you have bettered. May they all take it to heart.
Fair enough. All right.
Well, that's enough hell talk for the moment. The night's young. You shouldn't go wasting it. Or wasting any of the wine for that matter. I plan on downing half a bottle myself. Oh, did I say half a bottle? I meant half a dozen.
Well, we have like 2,000 camp supplies, so go nuts. Alright, I do believe that is everybody. I think we can wrap this up. Time to go talk to Withers. Anybody want to do anything else first?
I'm good. It's more, I want Fortune to be able to experience it all.
Oh, sure. When you're ready, Fortune, let me know.
Good to go.
Alright.
I'm blowing on the floor.
That
is what I'm doing.
I appreciate your menacing intent.
I will murder all of you.
I know.
You can try.
We'll get to it one day.
Divinity all over again.
We'll explode together, my friend.
Yep.
It will be beautiful.
The savior of Baldur's Gate. Until such time it requires saving again. How dost thou feel?
I think I caught up with everyone. What comes next?
What indeed? Prick up thy ears and listen.
Yep.
Party.
Let's put this baby to bed.
Now I'm so curious to see if
The
we get
balance of the world restored. The balance of these
something
lives,
for
mortal
Brennian.
and otherwise,
Brennian.
brought to account. Hear me, thou heroes, wastrels, friends. I have waited long to tell you.
Wastrels, that's you, Ken.
Yep.
It is over. For now.
It is over. Because Larian's not making another one.
Yep. On to other things.
So did the gods unravel another. Sleep, rest, revel, but be ready. For thou mayst yet be needed. Until we meet again, I wish thee every possible fortune, health, wealth, love, and above.
Boring.
Problems worth solving.
Oh, don't worry about that. We have one problem in particular that's looking over my shoulder right now. Yeah, brains without worms and a good night's sleep.
Sounds like a plan.
Here, here.
To you.
So curious. Oh.
The
Oh!
sacks
Oh, here we go.
Oh!
blood
Yeah.
cheer one another.
Oh!
You thorn-pricked pile of nothing. Lear.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Curdled mind is eager for the
Damn,
sleep,
dude.
so you can strike with the death dream.
Oh, these
Each
options.
time you unhinge your maw, the words of the prophet tumble forth. Not long now, not long. Wait until they are at rest to strike. Patience.
You don't look like you're a patient sort there.
Piss yourself?
Piss yourself.
Oh my god!
A stagnant marrow treat. The revelry is falling to a lull.
Oh my god, are you
You're
gonna kill us
watching
all?
our
Oh my
drawers
god!
close. Kill them all, Mad Balban. Kill
All of the allies. We're not at the party anymore, noticeably.
Yep. Kevin had to get back to Baldur's Gate. His job.
Fuck! What?
So, Kevin,
That was fucking wild. Yes.
we've got knives just out.
Yes, that's right. We gotta get back on the road. Hey, how'd you like to buy a knife from the heroes of Baldur's Gate, huh?
There thou art, the dead three.
Fuck!
Thy faces gods, thy actions barely worthy of the name. Didst truly believe thy ploy would succeed? Didst believe I would not notice? Thou soughtst to bolster thy strength by taking away the souls of mortals. But souls vanish when their hosts become mind flayers. Didst think the other gods would not notice? Gods thou may be, yet thou hast proven thyself fools. Everyone. The supplication of Bane, the whimper of Baal, the death mule of Merkel. Felled by mortals, I overestimated thee. They did not. Vermin, away. Thou wilt trouble us no more.
At least not until Baldur's Gate 4.
Damn, Withers.
Ball who's coming to eat you.
I don't know. I don't think he's too worried about that. See, what you gotta do is kill Ball and replace him so you get the job done right.
Yeah. That'll come much later. Much later. I got time.
Ah, yes. It has been a journey. But it is time to call it a close. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Guys, thanks so much for coming along for this. I know it's been a project. It has been... We started this over a year ago. And it has taken quite the twists and turns, but I overall had a great time with it. I'm glad we did
We know
this.
who Withers is.
Yeah, we
Yep,
know.
We've
yep.
known for a long time.
Oh yeah, they made it pretty obvious from the get-go if you looked around his tomb. But yeah, the whole thing is basically there's like a meta plot involving the various... yeah, Merkel, Ball, and Bane, and what they're trying to do to... what they're trying to do to supplant Jurgle, basically. But yeah, the specifics of the plot, I think, aren't very strong. In particular, I think it kind of lacks a good antagonist for most of it. The performances, I think, are overall generally well done. The voice acting is excellent. The direction is excellent. But yeah, there are clear signs the narrative isn't tightly constructed compared to the rest of the series, or even their other entries, unfortunately. But overall, it's still a very good game. It is a very good co-op game. I had a great time with it. It's fun finding the various little things you can do in the game worlds that are unique to your character build. And it's probably going to be a long while before I replay this one, but it will come up at some point. And,
I've beaten it 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
I still have 14 achievements to do.
Yeah, Orange out there actually did platinum it, getting all the achievements, and I can imagine that was a slog, I'm sure. Yeah, it's a very enthusiastic but not very good GM tried their best. Yeah, I think, honestly, the Emperor was the biggest weak link in there. Like, I feel like they just tried to cram too much backstory into that, and it couldn't quite hold the plot together at the end. You could tell they didn't quite know what to do with him if you decided to free Orpheus. Ah, well. But yeah, this was a blast to play through. Thank you guys so much. You guys did so much heavy lifting to make this an absolute joy. Kren, Chris, Fortune, you're an awesome group, and we will find another co-op game to do again in the future sometime.
Yes.
Absolutely. Anytime.
We have to.
I need
And
to find
eventually-
another type of class and
Game
race
to try
that
to
will
fuck
piss
us
my
over
wife
with? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And eventually, I'm sure we'll be back together again for another Larian Studios production.
Oh yeah, if
Oh,
they make
yeah.
if they make another original Sin, I'm so down with that.
off. Here we go. Let's go undead, baby.
For now,
Yeah, I feel that.
this great work has ended.
Indeed. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a good night. After finishing this, I am taking next week off, because also I do unfortunately have some overtime that week. I'm probably going to need more time editing this. I will definitely get a clip of the great work going off sometime this week. That was a thing of beauty. It was so
Sure
worth it.
was.
And so, in the meantime, begins the next great work.
One more drink? Alright. Rock and roll. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a good night. See you next time.
Have a good evening, everybody.
Good night, everyone.